Hello, welcome to Real Boys Forum Virtual Meetup 20.0. I see our Oga in the house, the strategy lead. How is it today? Hello. Okay, if he's not available, Olamile Kombadru, what's up? How are you?
Hi, Prof.
I'm fine,
Good
sir.
Oh,
afternoon.
okay.
I'm fine,
Good
sir.
afternoon. Condiments of the
All
chicken.
right. It's been a wonderful long year. I'm really grateful
Seriously.
that we made it to this point.
Thank God.
Really grateful to be here.
Yeah, nice to have you here.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Olamile Kombadru, what's up?
Fine, sir. I'm actually fine.
Is this your first time
We
here?
like.
No, sir.
Oh, are you in the RBF group?
Sir?
Are you in the Real Boys Forum group?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice, nice. Good to have you here. Okay, our guy is also a programs lead, Ayodeji, our Baba, Alpha.
Why your voice sound like that? You?
The
Which kind of
guy
voice
don't
be
see his
that?
wife now after a long time, easy.
Limus. Akande Merines. Left.
And
That
teaching
tongue.
along with that.
Is well. It is well. Oh, it is well.
Even in the
Good
ball,
afternoon.
it is well.
Always
Good
well.
afternoon.
Well.
Good afternoon,
Yes, sir.
sir. Good afternoon, my
Good
Oga.
afternoon.
Mr. Olamileko, I greet you. And my Oga at the top, hello.
Now
They
me here
play.
pass. All right. Who else? I thought Wisdom was coming in. Okay, yeah, we don't have all the time. We have just 2 hours, and we have a lot to do. So, did we all get the worksheet? Although I sent it not quite long, but maybe somebody's already working on it. Or I mean, you can do it in two ways. I think it's usually better if you write first before you speak, or if you've not been able to write, you can just look through and try to form your ideas as we go. Of course, ultimately, it is something you want to sit down with and actually articulate your thoughts. Sometimes you don't even know what you are thinking until you start writing. So you can't articulate your thoughts until you start penning things down and all of that. So that's why you may want to print it out, or you can also type if you don't mind typing. That's also an option. Mr. Pratt and Dell, good to have you here. Always consistent. How is it going today?
I'm fine, sir. Greetings.
How's the year been?
Well, we thank God it has been tough, but God came through for us, so we can only thank Him for life. I mean, where there's life, there is hope, I believe.
Exactly. He'll keep making it better for us. That's the real
Amen.
deal. Okay, so I mean, I guess we want to go in the order of how people arrived, except if you are still, I don't know, if you have, I know I sent the worksheet not quite long, right? But if you already, the worksheet should already have given you an idea of what we are here, what we are about to do. So let's see. I'm trying to look at the list of how we arrived, or at least whatever. Okay, what's happening here? Uh, what is happening? I'm trying to look for the participant list. I used to get it here. Um, okay. What's happening here? This is the charts. This goes. This. Why? Okay, finally. Okay. All right. So I'll just follow how I am saying the order right here. So I'll come to you because I don't know, like maybe we'll take it one by one so that uh people can have time to go through, like, so you can take time to get ready for the next set of questions. So for the first set of questions, right, it's of course you already know we talk about 10 aspects, which I believe that if we have um if we have the 10 aspects well taken care of, you'll be an excellent person no matter what. Like if you are excellent academically, in career, in finance, in fitness, in leadership, in marriage, parenting, personal development, and spirituality, you are out, like you are a big man already, like you are a spec for sure. So the first question here is, in 2025, we are reflecting over 2025 now. So what are you most proud of? What challenged you and how did you grow? You know, and one lesson you want to carry forward in these following areas. So as much as possible, you can take all the yeah, I think everybody should be able to talk about the areas. And of course, since it's very lengthy, you want to make it fast as possible. Maybe one sentence in each area. And that's why writing may be necessary. Just one sentence, we keep it moving so that everybody can be reached. So from me, right, this year, I think I'm most proud of in academics and learning, right? Of course, I'm a constant learner, especially the fact that I'm a teacher. Especially that I have a YouTube channel. There are many new things I keep learning, things I wasn't taught, because I want to teach them now. I'm learning a lot. Like so my YouTube channel has been a big source of learning for me, learning Python, learning areas of mathematics, some areas I knew, some I didn't even know that I had to learn before teaching and all that. Then for career and work, of course, we're still holding it down here, doing the research, collaborating across board and everything. For finance, of course, as usual, you can't have enough money, so we keep we keep grinding, we keep trying, trusting God that we'll get to that place where we can actually make serious impact. For fitness and health, I think one thing I've noticed is I need to, like, I've always been looking for a formula about when to eat, how to eat, what to eat, and things like that. I have not quite got that. I think that's one thing I like to have in order. Like, I like working with formulas. I want to have, if possible, if I can have a formula that can tell me that how I can know, so okay, at night, this is what you should eat and how you should eat it, and this is how much you should eat and things like that. I really want to figure that out. So yeah, of course, and one area I also slacked off. I used to do push-ups every night, but so along the line, I just discovered I wasn't doing it anymore. So I have to be careful in that area. So I want to resume that. Then for leadership, I won't say well. I mean, it's hard to praise yourself, right? So, but I think I keep inspiring people, mentoring people, showing people the way they should go and things like that. So I think maybe that's one of my strongest sides. Then marriage and relationships, of course. Marriage is like a bicycle, right? Once you stop cycling, you fall down. So you have to keep putting in the work, keep making sure you are the right husband, keep making sure you are the right friend. Marriage and relationships are put together now. But of course, when we talk about relationship in RBF, we're not just talking about marriage. So yeah, we have all this going. So marriage, you never get to a time where you say you're on cruise control. So you have to keep working. When you get things wrong, you want to learn how to apologize and things like that. For parenting and mentorship, parenting, well, where we keep, in this area too, I keep learning to know how best to parent, how best to raise our kids, and be sure we get the right kind of results. For mentorship, of course, I've been there. Like, I mean, my mentorship experience is like this. Like, I have some people that once I see their call, I pick it immediately, except if I'm sleeping, because they are like, we have been together for so long. Some of them I have people that once I see their call, I have to just pick it. And I also do, commitment is also there. So I also see people who, some people, they just remember you randomly when they need your help. So for people like that, well, when I really, really have time, I can maybe attend to them. So it all depends on commitment. So I think that's one thing in that area. Personal development, yeah. I mean, one big area of personal development for me is I'm a podcast freak. Like, I listen to podcasts about finance, about marriage, about anything that can make me a better person. And for spirituality, yeah, we keep at it. one thing about this spirituality side is I feel that I can do more, but the language is such a challenge. Like since I don't speak Japanese language, you have people that have issues, but then because you can't speak the language so well, it's just a limiting factor. So I trust God that maybe ultimately we can get into a space where language is no longer a barrier. Either I get better with Japanese or we move to a place where they speak English. So key lesson to carry forward. Yeah, I mean, I want to, yeah, my work rate on my YouTube channel, people have really been surprised about it. I think I want to carry that forward, and I want to keep getting better in all these other aspects I've mentioned. Yes, thank you very much. Now I move on to okay. Okay, I think this thing is arranged according to how people enter. I mean, according to in alphabetical order, not according to how people enter. So I have to go pick it up from as much as possible. I may not be perfectly right, but as much as possible based on how people enter the room. So I'll go to our strategy lead, Damilola Dafrede. I set an example already, so I think it should be easier. So over
All
to
right,
you.
bro. All right,
Yeah.
thank you, everyone. Yeah, I really want to, in the spirit of the close of the year, I want to say this year has been. I would say that I'll give it a word. I would say that just do it. There's no, don't wait, right? I mean, that's one of the summary I will start with. Right, the year started with I didn't know how to navigate my next part in career, marriage, relationship, and even in fact, probably will I study abroad? Will I, probably move forward schooling in Nigeria? So there was a lot of, a lot of questions in my head, starting up with 2025. But one of the things I would say that helped me was that I think I did a lot of, I'll call it inquiry in terms of, Lord, what should I do? I started very strong spiritually. I wouldn't want to, over spiritualize that statement, but truthfully, yeah, I definitely wanted to had clarity of direction, and it really helped. And I think I would say that one of the things that really helped me also this year was RBF. RBF in the sense that I'm not a natural when it comes to consistency, right? So the ideology of trying to push something every day, try to see what's happening in the group, and also try to read. I don't know if you have noticed that the postings every week are, they're like books, So for me, it's like a makeup of, oh, those days I didn't read books. So this is the time to make up for that. So I think I did a lot of readings this year. Not to the, I would say that given the try that, oh, I can actually read though, I can improve my conversation, I can improve in this place. So I think this year gave afforded me that that opportunity to improve. I would say another thing, relationship wise, I think I had more, I'll call it mental deliverance when it comes to relationship. I remember there was one of the meetings we had when Prof was saying that one of the things you need to learn about relationship is that even if God says she's the one, she's not the one, and it's natural, it didn't sit well with me because I'm one person that have a very strong set mind. You know what I mean? Whereby, okay, I'm very, very, when I say this is what I'm seeing, I think this year actually caught me by surprise in the sense that it also made me realize that even in that space, when it comes to relation, I can be very, very wrong. You say you are sincerely wrong, so it made me more humble, right? Like you can see, you could have a channel whereby God speaks to you and God is, and your head, you feel like, this is the person, and the person is saying, oh God, I don't like you now, what's your problem? And it's okay. And you're like, oh, it's still going to work, it's not going to work, and all that. And, and over time, when I began to admit that reality of studying, reading books on relationship, I remember one thing Oyedepo said, he said, if he wants to do something, he needs to read close to 8 books in those space, in those domain before he sits well with him. Like if he gave an insight of marriage that he had to read close to 10 books. So I took book reading very seriously, very, very serious, and really rerouted after that webinar we had. And I started that clarity of how to go about relationship. Am I? And to be sincere, sitting here, right, I have direction, and I thank God where I am today. I mean, I have a very wonderful friend. In fact, it might have like, don't worry, when the jollof rice is ready, I will just call it, but you know, it's funny, but I love that. That part of my life I could learn and relearn and say, oh, I'm actually not perfect too. There's a whole lot to learn. In fact, ah, I really need to tell that lady don't talk, because it was really painful, because I had just this fog, like, it's just there that this person probably she will come around, all that. There's somebody comes into the, I was not even aware, right? And based on the books I've read, what most of the things Pastor Lushala always share on the group, just knowledge. Really, knowledge is one of the greatest means of deliverance. That's one of the things that I learned in that space. So it has really helped me. In fact, for moving from one stage of friendship with people, even within what I do, how I handle people, knowledge has a way of really delivering you. I think I wasn't a big fan of, I read, but not to this point whereby right now, if, in fact, right now, if I need to move into a different domain or a space, my goodness, I would have read a lot about that space, so that when I begin to make decisions, so even if I need to probably do something in that space, it gives me a sense of direction. So I think that's one big breakthrough I had in relationship as to my prospect. Hey, career wise, wow, career, I would say that I began to pick up. Currently now, I think, yeah, I want to say God really helped me this year when it comes to saying that, okay, what next in terms of education. I applied to my postgraduate. I got it, although I got into my former school to push forward. I also got admission to outside country, but I'm still even contemplating and saying, okay, what next to do, and also seeing, okay, should I settle down first, or probably I should go schooling. So there is a lot of progress, and like I said, RBF actually played a lot of parts, whereby there's this zeal to always improve and all that. And yeah, I started AI for business application, and it's been one of my biggest breakthrough this year. Yeah, one of the biggest breakthrough, because it started like, oh, I have this knowledge I can actually share with people. I began to do webinars. Right now I'm building the website. Right now I'm saying, okay, why don't we make it like a kind of partnership with research companies, with schools, probably we can get funding, and seeing how we can probably partner with a lot of people who are actually in the forefront of building AI products, or probably they are doing research in that space, and or even in terms of consulting for business enterprise. So it started like something simple. I had to pause a little, because I myself needed, because I got a lot of opportunities. So I had to say, okay, it's time to also take back seat and probably relearn, and also push forward, and plan and make it more, how I call it, more structured, as it were. So that's one big thing. For that, I would say, don't wait, just push. And I think one of the things that I'm also trying to learn this year, I mean, we're coming 2026, I'll be doing more videos, I'll be pushing my image more out there on every social media platform. Yeah, audacity is one thing that I won't negotiate. Just do it. You might feel that you don't have all the resources, and this is me, how will I call it, relating my experience. I remember the day I started my first webinar. It was weird, because I was so sick. I was coming for a meeting, and my PC, I couldn't get to Lagos. I just said, okay, let me stop at UI, do my webinar. People were waiting on the call. I had every reason to say, let's postpone this thing. But that was just it. As we made it, I made it happen that day. And in my head, I said, if I had all the challenges today because of my health concern, how come we can make this happen continuously? So you see, one of the things I learned from that thing was that you just keep doing it, just keep doing it. And I thank God for everyone who has supported. And yeah, it's been a journey for me. What again? Okay, let me talk about spirituality. Yeah, I think I'm doing my best. I think one of the things that God helped me do this year was to serve, and it was really surreal for me. Serving was actually weird because starting this year, I wanted a very high paying job and all those things. But what God was actually telling me was, "I go and serve. I'll bless you with these things. Just go serve." And it was weird. Imagine me just trusting God for things like this, and I'm always seeing myself in probably a village in the north with those boys, and I've had serious, this was really thrilling for me, right? People were asking questions like, "Should you be here?" I'm like, well, that's where I'm seeing. That's where He wants me to be, right? So for me, spirituality, I think, yeah, God wanted me to serve this year, yeah, and thank God for God bless you. Oh my God, can anyone hear me? Hello, can you hear
It
me?
went
Please
off a
confirm.
little bit, but we hear you now.
All right, all
Yeah,
right,
we can hear you now.
okay, because I'm saying a lot too. Sorry. All right, so it's been a journey for me. So finally, I think I'll talk about career a bit. For job opportunity, I would just tell anyone who's looking for a job or probably breakthrough. Don't give up. Don't give it. Mine came in. I can tell you that it was just probably a few days ago. I had one of my breakthrough jobs. I said, oh, I can actually work here, and there were a lot of opportunity. Like one to, like, in fact, I'm like choosing, like, okay, how much should they pay me? How much should they not pay me? That. Just imagine, having I've been working in the lab, and the lab work is not necessarily we don't. It's just contribute to research papers. Well, if you're lucky enough, you get stipends and all of that, and it's been educative for me. My point is this: you can never tell. Oh my God, you can never tell. So you just see that the breakthrough can come when you were not even when you were least expecting it. Don't give in at all. You can apply for it something by 25th of December and you still get it. I think that for me is actually big deal, and yeah, so I think that I don't know if I covered everything. Let me look at our list because I downloaded it. Let me just see because I'm willing to touch everything. I think that's all though, because we have 2 hours. Thank you so much, everyone. I wouldn't say much, but
Thank
that's all
you.
for me. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
that
listening.
was cool. Thanks, plenty. Yeah, so I think the next person will be Olalekan Badru, based on how we arrived. Olalekan, over to you. We are answering the first question. If I can even try to post it question by question, maybe that can also guide us. Let me see if I
Okay.
can pull that up. But I mean, Olalekan,
Okay.
you can go ahead if you already know what to talk about.
Okay, sir. So firstly,
So we
so
are
concerning
reflecting
the
over
academics,
2050.
concerning the
Yes,
academics, so what I'm proud of that I was able to bag in my BSc this year and also go for service.
nice,
Currently serving, sir. So currently serving at the Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development. So what in my area of learning, so I was able that the skills I learned was one that actually helped me in my project, like Google Docs and SPSS. So I
interesting.
was able to do my analyze my I was able to do my data analysis myself. So that was one of the learning that helped me. Then career and work. So presently I don't really have one, but I can still say like my work and so I was trying to navigate on to based on the human resource and HR and work. So by next year after the service, so we know by next year, so 2026 I guess I remember then finances. I was I saved, but the money I saved I also used to invest, which I also use it in invest back so to whatever I need for my growth. So like that, since he said that as this country, so I just see that so far I see that so much so that so I just need a stream of income like that. Then fitness and health. Actually, okay, for my health, I was like, since I do I, since I have a sister that actually run a clinic, so like a spirit, so I did check myself then to my fitness, but the fitness, maybe I'll wait to maybe just this 2020 since I'll just spend the time to exercise or just to do a workout in my area. I find the fitness, then leadership, because previous to serve as the mission agency of my school of my school. So I was an undergraduate, so I was serving as the president. So I was in my leadership, so I was able to hand it over then to actually train members on that. Relationship, that was, I'm still single then. But I actually built my quality relationship because during my the person that actually taught me how to use SPSS, she was my coursemate. She was my coursemate, so that is why. So the relationship aspect, mentorship at least. Yes, actually, I think you have a program that actually like I'm David for the agents like that. Things like, but personal development, just like to increase my learning, then spirituality. One of the things I did spiritually this year was to pray more and to fast more. At least I fast more. So then the key lesson that came for is just to what, to keep committed, just to be driven that just to but to be committed to whatever I'm doing this year. That because I think that it was not easy. The academic aspect, everything, it was not easy, but at least just to be committed. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Olamilekon. That was cool. Now we'll move on to Ayodeji Sunday Timileyin. Our okay, let's just go on. So I know go talk with
Yeah.
him.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Not to waste our time. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for this opportunity, and I will be so fast as well. Academics and learning. This year I learned a lot because I also had another master's degree for one of my online courses I was doing. So I had that in April. So I learned a lot, but currently I still need to I'm still having this feeling that I'm not yet learning what I actually needed or like what I have interest in. So 2026, I'm going harder. I've been trying to go that route as well. So I'm just trying my best to put in effort and things like that. And God is helping me. And part of this people that are helping me too is our prof too. So God is helping me. And the career and work, career, yes, that my academics too, the path I'm moving towards is also related to like what I have interest in when it comes to career. So right now I still have this mindset that I need more training in that aspect. Maybe I don't know enough. I might be wrong, but I just believe I don't know enough that I need to learn more and more. So that's on that aspect of career and about finance. Um, I think 2025, I am more aware about my finance. When it comes to savings, I can save. That's not the problem. But I think I just need to be. I think I need to look more into the investment aspect. So and I have reasons for like stepping back in 2025. I've been a risk taker, but I just take the risk. They are not calculated risk. So, and it has actually affected me a lot. That's like 2024,
Mhm.
2023, like that. So I just
You go
take
to
the
buy
risk.
crypto.
So I
I'm
just
just
take the
joking
risk.
though.
They are not calculated. So, and I think
Mm.
that actually affected me in 2025 that I don't just look into investment. Even when people talk about investment, I just look at them. When they talk to me about it, I just look at them. So I think I need to, I need to just take that serious too in 2026. So that's that about finance, fitness, and health. In that aspect, I have a lot to do, like a lot to do because when it comes to eating, I don't really eat, and it's not my fault because like sometimes I just be like, what am I going to eat? So like I'm not the eating type, but I need to, and I need to take my health too serious. So 2026, like these are the things I think I need to take serious, and that fitness. I will enter the school gym by God's grace. So that's part of my plan. So and about leadership, yeah. Leadership 2025. Yeah, RBF has actually helped me too as well, that you have a lot of things to do and you still need to make sure that okay, we have our monthly meetups and things like that. So I've learned in that aspect too as well. So and yeah, I've learned that aspect and leadership too. Yeah, like I've learned a lot as well from prof too. I've learned a lot. So you have to look at people, then you learn from them. Um, and our strategic lead too as well, and other leaders of RBF. I've learned from everybody and marriage and relationship. I think I'll talk about the relationship first, like that's with other people. So I think one thing I learned in 2025 is um and I think RBF too. I learned that from IBF. I got that idea from RBF that you have to learn to say no. Like I don't know how to say no. Though I'm still learning. I'm still learning, but right now I'm always happy with myself that there are some things that I've actually said no to, maybe some things and maybe some friendship and things like that. And friendship too, I have invested like because I have this mindset now that like when it comes to friendship, friendship is all about sacrifice. You need to the relationship rather is about sacrifice. You need to sacrifice. You need to put more effort. Like things needs to work from your end and the other end for that relationship to work and for marriage to have, yeah, I've learned a lot to sacrifice, to to put your to learn that you need to work to make your marriage work. So you have a lot of work
Mm,
to do. Yeah,
or
you don't need to.
You need to work to make your marriage work. Child.
So that's like it will not just work on its own. So you need to put in the
True.
effort. You and your partner. So that is because nowadays, based on the narrative that has been on social media, the narrative on social media is marriage not working. You can like that has been the norms. Though there are a lot and thousands of marriage working, but the narrative on social media is marriage don't really work that way. So you need to just make your own. Yeah, you need to make the difference in your own marriage. So that's that and parenting and yeah, about parenting. I don't have a child yet, but like I've been learning on the group as well. I've learned a lot on how you can go about things, on how you don't compare children, on how you tend to listen to your children, know what they are really good at, and help them on that part. So and on mentorship, I think I need to work more on that as well. Like get because like it's a little bit difficult for me to just to get and most especially in that my career then the academics part and things like that. So I think I need a mentor too as well on that part because when you have a mentor like your work becomes easier and shorter because you will fly on the wings of that mentor. So that's I think I need to work on that too as well. Then personal development, yeah, yeah, I've read a lot to this year, and I think I need to also learn more. I added one more skills to my skill set, though I'm still did not finish learning because for me, I believe my own mindset is if you have a skill and you have not actually implement that skill, maybe using it to solve a problem or something. To me personally, I still believe that you've not like you are not there yet. So that's my mindset about yeah. So that's about personal development, then spirituality. Yeah, God is still helping me. Yeah, 2025. I pray more, trusted God more for a particular thing, though you still trusting God, but I just believe that it's process. Let me just say 2025. Like I'm learning like the patience, how to wait and things like that. So that on all the aspects. So thank you very much. Thank you everyone for the opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Hello.
much. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you. Next we move on to, I believe that should be Pratt and Dell. Over to you, Monsieur.
Greetings to everyone. Let me begin by thanking Professor Emmanuel Dansu for this platform. I mean, I've really learned so much within a short time. I really thank God for Real Boys Forum. To me, it's my own mentorship platform where I get to learn a lot, especially from the daily devotionals and the write-ups. They are very inspiring. So this year, I can say this 2025 was much more better than 2024 in so many ramifications. Like this year, I got to read a lot. I spent a lot of time studying and reading, just developing myself because I'm into ministry actually. So I'm still prepare. I'm in preparation to start out, trusting God to start out next year, God willing. So I spent much time reading, memorizing scriptures, praying, developing myself, and academics. I read a lot of books as well. I started this year with the training, Wisdom for Dominion Leadership. It was a 2 weeks intensive crash course on leadership. So I got to learn a lot about leadership. Finance, I read a lot of books to listen to a lot of podcasts on finance, watch YouTube videos on how to make money, how to multiply money, and how to make, multiply, and manage money. So I learned to a lot on that. Fitness, I started the year by doing a lot of skips. Like I had skipping rope, and I was doing a lot of exercise, like almost 1,000. Sorry, 1,000 every almost twice a week. Like 1,000, I skip 1,000 times, and then I do some push-ups, at least 20 to 30 push-ups. That's that's physical exercise, fitness, and then relationship. I had a lot of challenges since I'm in a long distance relationship. And it wasn't really easy. I had some anger issues which I had to deal with. So that was one of my downfalls, and I had communication issues too. Sometimes I didn't know how to communicate since my my partner, she's Nigerian actually. I'm a Cameroonian, so the time difference alone is not very favorable. So sometimes keeping up with our conversations it's not evident. So sometimes there are a lot of anger issues. I mean, like, but I had to learn to work on myself, work on my anger, learn to be more patient, to be more understanding. Okay. Still in the same vein with relationship, I read a lot of books on relationship by what's that? Is Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. I think that's John Gray. I read John Gray, Norman Wright, Before You Say I Do, a whole lot of others, and then watch some videos too on relationship, on how to be a better husband, how to be a better father, and of course too with the write-ups on Real Voice Forum, I got to read a lot and meditate on them. So that really helped me. That really did help me too so much. Personal development, same thing. Podcasts, a lot of podcasts on YouTube videos, just reading so many books as well. Books on leadership, books on personal finance, books on self-esteem, books on uh, temperaments, books on business. Like a lot of books. I really can't. If I have to start citing, they are just too many. So spirituality. Yes, with spirituality, I got to spend a lot of time in meditations, daily devotions, and spending a lot of time just waiting on the Lord. So that's as far as spirituality is concerned. And what am I missing? career, like I said, I'm into ministry. I'm into ministry, but I'm a language teacher as well. I teach French, and then I'm into business as well. So I teach French. So normally that's French is like a second nature to me because I grew up in a French speaking environment. So French is like it's something which I'm already it's part of me. So business, I read a lot of business books, listened to a lot of podcasts as well on business. Read some books too by Sir Richard Branson. Screw it and screw it and let's do it. So that's as far as career or business is concerned or work. So that's I don't want to take so much time so that the others can also chip in their own contributions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Monsieur Pratt. Do you have a YouTube channel though? I think there was a time you were posting something like I don't know. I remember I've shared something from you before in the group or so. How
Yeah,
is that going?
well, we are still pushing, though the response is not. If the response is very timid,
Like, do you have a YouTube channel or something like that? Or are you on Twitter? You need to, especially TikTok. TikTok is very good with young people these days. So
TikTok.
and TikTok with TikTok you can easily go fast.
The thing is, TikTok is banned in India.
Oh, that's serious. Okay. Wow, I see that. Okay, no problems then. All right, thanks a lot. We'll come back to the second question later. Israel Inioluwa Ogun. I keep Ogushola, sorry. I was going to say Ogundari. I have to make sure. Yeah, that's one of our most consistent supporters this year. Thank you very much for your volunteering. We do not take it for granted. So over to you. The question is in the chat box, especially if you were wondering what we are talking about. We are answering the first question as we take care of, we are trying to reflect on 2025. So Victor, sorry, Israel, are you there? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening to you.
It's a great privilege to be here once again. Since the beginning of this year down to this moment. Uh, okay. Reflection on 2025 and honest self audit. Okay, what am I most proud of? Okay, let me start from there. What I'm proud of is that my consistency. I could see that there was a little bit of result this year because at times I do wonder that okay, this what I'm doing, my skills, all of that, that where am I going to apply it to? I've learned so different things over the past few years, and then this year, I would say God's carrying for with something. Okay, let me just like compensation. Okay, that there's still places you are going, and I think it's something that I'm really happy for, especially it also, let me say, put me in a set path into a particular career. Yes, because I've been wondering that, okay, what career will I be doing? What will I be doing? So I think this year, what I will say is that my skills is not a waste, and it is something that I'm currently utilizing in the field I am in presently, and it has been really, really helpful. It has been of great help. And what challenged me and how did I grow? Ah, there are different challenges, but learned to I've learned to there's this thing I do that when the challenge I try to see where I fail and what can I improve on? What can I improve on? What are my limitations? Yes. As at last year I was kind of down. I was just thinking, okay, what did I need to change? And I see that I think I'm still a little bit in my shell that I'm not okay. That was around 2023. That I'm not moving out. I'm not listening with people. Then after I did that honest evaluation, and I tried to see. I tried to join a voluntary group. Yeah, that led me to a voluntary group, and then from there, I tell you that has been a great tremendous result. And those things that I see challenges, I've been able to overcome it. I've been able to overcome it. And one lesson I want to carry going forward is accountability. It has been helpful. It has been helpful. One skills while I was in school that I really gained while in school was accountability. And even though during those trying times, it has really been helpful. And I prepare for it also. Accountability. I don't want to be in a position whereby, okay, you are given this, okay, what were you able to do? Or I was given put in care of something, and then maybe money or anything, then there's no thing to account for. So it has really been helpful. So wherever I find myself, I try as much at least to make myself accountable, either to the authority, either to either the task given to me, anything. So accountability. And okay, that's the career. Okay, that's the place of career and work. Yes, fitness. Uh, fitness. There's not be really much about fitness. There's not be really much about fitness and the leadership. I will also say accountability for leadership. But for the marriage and relationship part, still trusting God for that. Still trying to put myself together, but on that. Parenting and mentorship. Parenting and mentorship. On the parenting and mentorship, I haven't been consistent in, but I do have people I look up to, either from afar or near. So whenever I need something from them, I know how to just get back to them. But having maybe day-to-day talk or time to time talk sometimes is not, you have not be consistent with that. But I do follow them. It could be from afar. I do follow them, and I do follow them, learn what they are doing. Just as Paul will say, follow me as I follow Christ. So whatever that is good of them, I take it. And if I find something that, okay, this person, though, this way you are going, but there's still something I try to. So that's for personal development. On personal development, I have not stopped improving on my skills, assessing myself from time to time to know where I need to go, and also consistency. Yes, one of the things because consistency is also part of my personal development. That consistency part sometimes I do struggle with it, but the Lord is helping, Sha. The Lord is helping. The spirituality, the spirituality, I would say, I've been lucky. There are times, I think, over the time I got to school, I've been lucky to have maybe people around me, even though at times I want to be down, that they just jam me up either through WhatsApp. Even in my local church here, I am active. I am active. So there are times that if I don't want to be active self, or if I want to be down spiritually, it will not be possible because of the associations that surround me, other friends, other colleagues. So it is the Lord has been helping concerning that. And key lesson to carry forward. Key lesson to carry forward, I would say, okay, key lesson to carry forward. Yeah, just let me use my church mind. Trust in God, trust in God, trust in God, and follow leadings. Follow leadings. I remember early this year there was something I was thinking on, and then in my spirit I just know that, oh, this position where I am, I think it is time to move over. I don't know how to go about it, and suddenly I was just saying that those were just opening, and I was just following it. I was just following it. So follow leadings, and the trust in God. Trust in God. And another thing, I will say this: be accountable to yourself, not just to people, not just to people. Be accountable to yourself. Hold yourself responsible when things are going well. Hold yourself responsible when things are going bad. Yes, it surely helps. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm done, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I think the next person would be my namesake, is not showing his that name we share in common now. Adekunle Adeosho. Abokina Yayane Abina Yayade, then they talk. Kunle, are you there? Kunleski. Okay, if he's not there, let's go on to Wisdom Okoro.
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, finally. Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. In my head, I forgot I was not set to this. So Lafia,
Okay,
hello,
no
Inawini,
stress.
sir,
Uh,
for
now,
calling me.
Nakoana.
I'm very grateful for this
Yeah.
platform. I mean, really like what? So yeah, moving on to. Can you hear me?
Yes, although it ceases,
Hello.
it's a little bit once in a while, but we hear you currently.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just move on then. Yeah, so 2025 has been a wonderful year for me. Yeah, up there are downs, but I had more ups than downs. Yeah, what I'm mostly proud of is the fact that yeah, my in terms of academics and learning, I added new feathers to my academic accolades. Surprisingly, I did a lot of exams this year and I was shocked that, oh wow, so I could still pass and all of that. So
You
I
wait.
also co-authored a conference. Now you now.
Korea.
Thank you for your mentorship, sir. So I also co-authored a
Thank God.
conference paper, and it's just like I think Mr. Dafredi was saying, it was just about the audacity. You just want to do it. I just want to see where it will lead to. Let's just start it. Let's just do it. And that's what led me to where I am. And yeah, I'm grateful to God for that. In terms of career and work, I had a huge career leap and I also grew. A huge career leap, not in terms of my work space now, but in terms of my own personal work, I had like that increase around where you have a lot of clients, calling you and then giving you work, a lot of referrals, and that really like blew my mind. In fact, I am still shocked. I'm still working currently, even as I am having this meeting. Yeah. Also, I co-founded a company with some group of friends, and that is, I mean, that's also another achievement for me. And also, I achieved 80 to 95% client satisfaction. And in terms of career and work, I think this is a major one for me because I've always been looking forward to having working for myself someday. And trust me, it's based on dedication, hard work. It's based on building relationships. It's based on trying to meet people at the middle, a lot of disappointment and stuff. But I am glad that I was able to work with people and also meet my clients' demand, and that led to more work. As I work with the mantra that says that you're as good as your last job, so I try to do my best. I mean, on the promise and over deliver, so that we can stay in business, and that really worked for me. In terms of finance, of course, if career and work is good, then you know that finance is going to be another success story. So I am grateful to God also for that. There were times when the boy was on red and all of that. I just cry to God, and somehow God will just bring in, supplies. And Nami, that verse that Dr. Danso always says, Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. After the expose that he gave on that verse, I've always held on to it, and I have seen that really the Lord is my shepherd and I lack nothing. So, yeah, I'm really grateful to God for that. In terms of fitness and health, It is well. Yeah, so I have been lately, I have been
That is so
increasing in
telling.
size. Oh my word. So yeah, lately I have been increasing in size surprisingly. I moved from 75 kg to 82 kg, and I am asking that how. I have been eating the same food and all of that. But I think it's just peace of mind.
Somebody shout
And
hallelujah.
also sir, you said what did you say?
I said somebody to shout hallelujah. The increase.
Hallelujah. So yeah. So in terms of
Interesting.
like yeah, in terms of fitness, trust me, I have not been doing any exercises, but lately if I wake up because of my belly and because of my body size, I just try to like do some small press up. After that one, I motivate myself and tell myself I'm going to the gym this week. But trust me, it is well. However, health wise, I have a pharmacy that is very close to my house. So I always go there probably in every 2 weeks within that space because I know that yes, I usually visit the pharmacy. The nurse that is there, I do my BP check. Also, sometimes I go for my blood sugar check my weight, check my BMI and all of that, ensure that I am okay. If there's any little problem, I go there for medical advice. Even when there's no problem, I still go there to just discuss and see what I need to do to stay healthy and all of that because of the way I work. I mean, there are times when I work into late nights, but then I thank God that I achieve all of those things I need to achieve. However, when it's time to sleep, I don't I shut down everything and I sleep so that I can, regain lost energy and all of that. Yeah, in terms of leadership, I have also had a lot of ups and downs in this aspect. My emotions took a better part of me at some point in time, especially during work with my colleague. I just realized that people do not have the drive for, should I say, excellence, or they don't take ownership of a job or other people's work. They feel like until it is time for my own before I can, dedicate a lot into it. But then I tell people that if you do not, the attitude that you put towards someone else's job is the same attitude that you put into your own job. And I try my best to give 100% output to or input to people's jobs because I know that will also turn into the same thing that others will do for me when I have my own jobs whenever they come up, and I see that same productivity level. So it pains me a lot when people do not give in their best, but then I have also learned to to overlook it sometimes and make excuses for where they are coming from. I've heard a new word that people say they are fighting demons. We are children of God. We should not have demons inside. We should have just, it might be obstacles that we will overcome. But I have learned that yes, allow them to fight whatever they are fighting and let them evolve and become better persons. Why you just try to encourage them? That's the place of leadership. And also the course I took in my master's was project management. So that knowledge also helped me to, overcome some of these aspects in the place of leadership. In terms of marriage and relationship, I am not married yet. Yeah, so I got served breakfast this year, but then we move. I'm a better person now, and I am glad that I'm in a better space and I'm making new friends. Actually, I am not close-minded. I am not also broken. I mean, I am better and open to, meeting new people. Yeah, I think that is it. I try to build relationships apart from just boy girl relationship. I try to know people for whom they are. I also try to get to see the gem that is in people beyond them just being fine and all of that. Even though sometimes it's really difficult because people are just, you are a fine boy. Let's leave fine boy and let us talk about how we can make money or how we can, make the year better. So I think, yeah, I am getting better there. I am not there yet, but I think I am getting better there. And Dr. Dansu is already on my case. So it is well. Mm. Then in terms of parenting and mentorship, yeah, I'm not a parent yet, but I have provided guidance for my younger cousins, colleagues, and for my friends. Especially in terms of, my younger cousins, mentoring them, I realize they are still babies. I realize that being a dad is a tough job. But then we move. I do my best, and shout out to the married people in the house. They have a whole lot of patience and it's a whole lot of life. I mean, I don't live with these people every day, but take them to the football field, do this and do that. I see how tough it can be, and kudos to the married people. I'll try to do better next year. In terms of personal development, I was shocked when YouTube called me self improver. Now I'm confident that I can do better. I am glad also that I didn't give up along the way. I am developing my videography skills also and getting more fantastic things to do daily. I get a lot of marriage from counseling from Pastor Kingsley, from Mommy Funke Adejumo, in a lot of persons. And then I try to minimize listening to negative news from YouTube, from all of these vlogs and whatever. I try to minimize all of that. I try to focus more on healthy lifestyle. I listen also more to testimonies. I realize that as I listen to people's good news, it also spurs me to also work towards, doing good and then getting my own testimonies and also builds my faith up. So I think that's actually helped in terms of personal development. And then spirituality, I prayed more. Honestly, I cried more and I praised God more. And I'm still loving God the more. So I've had a lot of faults, but my mantra is that if God is your father, even when you are down or when you feel like yes, you are not up to par, always call home because God is your father and he would always answer you. So whatever happens, I don't give up on that because I know it is life and of course we are on a journey. So my key lessons to carry forward is that I will stay consistent and never give up. I'll meet new people and be kinder. I'll get more information on what I need and I will explore new fields and opportunities. I will do more self-assessments. I will be audacious and collaborate more with people and learn to trust more and depend on God. Thank you, sir. That is my own bit.
That sounds like a conference talk, and it's so inspiring. Thank you so much. I mean, for people who are yet unmarried in the
Thank you,
house,
sir.
please don't, yeah, please don't talk to the next girl until you have listened to Brogbile's message, those 8-part messages. Don't talk to the next girl until you listen to those messages. They will save you a lot. I have plenty of testimonies, of people who have done that, and it's really helped them. Then I also have a pet theory that anybody who is not able to go through that thing is not ready for marriage. I may be wrong, but that's what I think because I've seen that most people who are able to go through it and give reports part by part, they have been able to. I mean, they are different from those who maybe who they got it halfway and then they stopped. So maybe that's something right there for you. I mean, the thing has been shared in the group, so you want to don't talk to the next girl until you listen to that thing, basically. All right. I mean, the issue of breakfast, right? It's that I mean that's life, right? Sometimes you make mistakes and you get up and keep moving. That's the most important thing. And I really like your spirit. You took a lot on this here that I'm aware of, and thank God we are here. And it's more of sunlight than dark clouds. To the glory of God. Okay. What things? Oh yeah, I'm saying that for those who are yet unmarried, don't talk to the next girl until you have listened to Brogbilia Connie's 8-part message on how to find God's will in marriage. I think that's what I said. Okay, wisdom, over to you, please.
Wow, hello guys. Can you hear me?
Sure, we hear you. I hear you
All
at
right,
least. Yeah.
all right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
A lot has been said. A lot has been said. I would just have to speak on my own experiences and how it shaped my 2025. 2025 has been a lot for me. Um, what am I most proud of? What challenged me, and how did I grow in the following areas? So my academics and my learning. I have to be honest, there are a lot of feet on this aspect. 2025 was when I started my NYSC. So I'm ending my NYSC December. So everything started and ended. So at the beginning, I was applying for I was looking forward to applying for a scholarship, and I got an award that could in between the year that helped me pay my GRE and my TOEFL. So um, I was able to I was able to read for those exams. They were quite difficult exams. I had to prepare for those exams. You know, I learned a lot. I had to learn like thousands of words. Learn a lot, learned a lot, and then I think I did well in the exam. I had like 317 over 314 in the GRE. It wasn't exactly 320, but it was something that I thank God for. I thank God for. So my academics was was hovering around that period. I got in contact with a professor who said that he would take me if um, if I'm able to cover the whole of abstract linear algebra, a textbook on abstract linear algebra. Yeah. So my own academic journey is quite funny because I am from a mechanical engineering background, and I'm looking forward to doing a PhD in electrical engineering. But I have a very deep love for mathematics, so it's like you know it's a bunch of things here and there. So that's just what I have to say. Um, so thank God, career and work. A career has been forming itself. It has been forming itself. So during my NYSC, I worked as the secretary to the HOD of mechanical engineering department. So at first I was like, this is just going to melt, the plans I had. I didn't even know how it's going to be for me because when I came for my NYSC, I was like, God, help me, make a way for me. Um, I have these so many things I can offer, but I don't know how to chip in. I was even crying at some point because at the beginning of the year they were paying us at 3,000 as alawi. So I cried much. Yeah, but thank God for Johnny Messi. So I started with that, and I think at the beginning of the year, around April, I got a job from a company called Micro One. Micro One is an AI company that trains models, so AI models. So I was able to train AI models using, through advanced mathematics, and that was something nice. Although it didn't last, once they were able to get the accuracy they wanted, they dropped me off. So it didn't last so much. But then that was promise right there. I held on to promise. I was like, yeah, if this could happen, God gave me something that I want, like something that I wished for. I wanted something that I loved doing and I could earn from. If God could give me a glimpse of this, that means there's so much more greater in front of me, because I didn't know that would come off my table. I just applied blindly, you know. I was looking for a data analyst role or something that had some numbers in it that I could cope with, but that came, you know, and yeah, I was glad. It took me uh, it beautified the experience for me. My finances, ah, my finances is well, is just well. Um, I'm still working on this. I'm still really, really working on this. I think I have to be honest with myself. I spend a lot, especially when it comes to my uh self development. If there's a course that I need to take in, or if there's something I need to buy that would improve myself, like I just just and sometimes it's like I haven't yet built a very, very strong system for my finances. Yes, maybe perhaps sometimes it's because of the how unstable the job market can be sometimes. Um, because sometimes I'm just like, yeah, if I can get a very, very stable job, I would, be much more consistent in my finances. Although I know that's not the case. Uh, yeah, that's not the case. Um, I mean, it's not as if my PPA pays me so well, pays me so roughly almost nothing. But then at the same time, I have that on my consciousness. I have that on my consciousness, and I know that building a good financial life is very, very possible. Um, yeah, I'm hoping God for better. So fitness and health. My fitness is, is and health as well. My fitness, I do take long walks almost every day. I think it's meditative and it helps me stretch myself. Um, Taking long walks. Um, but then I feel like I think exercise is very, very key. Um, I sometimes I dance, sometimes I don't know about other aspects. I don't put a lot of pressure on push-ups and all, but I think maybe 2026 I'll do better. Um, uh, my health is something that I've been bothered about, and typically for reasons that are not as if I'm not healthy. It's just that I cannot even tell. Sometimes I feel like there's this fear that I have inside of me, like I have to spend a lot for my health to really, really know everything about my body. I really want to know everything. Yeah, it's not as if I'm not okay. I'm okay, but then, sometimes you just feel this weakness or you feel this, but then hospital, how? Start gauging whether you have you can bear the finances for it. And my parents, I grew up in a place where my parents were like, have you taken drugs? Have you taken paracetamol? Have you taken malaria drugs? And sometimes wish um, that I could take more responsibility for that, especially now that I am in my 20s, 20 something. Yeah, my leadership has actually been awesome. One aspect of my leadership because I'm someone who is very, very passionate about STEM education, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. So this year I was able to, I graduated from University of Nigeria, Nsukka. So I was able to get University of Nigeria, Nsukka to have their first math lab community. So as I was doing my NYC, I was doing that as well. Um, because in and of everything that I do, every time I think about it, I'm always passionate about you having a much more streamlined and robust system where they can innovate, where they can create, where they can use their mathematics, they can use their engineering, they can use their technology in a way that's more sustainable, in a way that adds to the economy, adds to themselves, they're able to build and be constructive. You know. So that's my passion. And then we're able to do that, and then 2026 will even expand even much more. Everything around my leadership, every every time, every day, I dream about it, and I put more effort into assuring that I have what it takes, because I feel that's what God puts and instills in my heart to do. Um, yeah, I'm the firstborn of the family, so responsibility, taking leadership, uh, leadership is so much more vast. Picking up, making sure my superpower is always being around people who solve problems. That's my superpower. If we're in around people, how do we make things work? Oh God, um, I always be excited. You know. All right, marriage and relationship. This is definitely an interesting one. Um, I remember when Prof. Emmanuel, I just joined the group because I thought, yeah, this guy is a mathematician and he's doing this for boys, for men. I was like, oh, this is something that I've been looking for. And then around this area about marriage and relationships, I must say, um, it, I also had my own share of red flags, but at some point I didn't even know if it was friendship or if we're getting somewhere, and it happened just at the beginning of my camping. So my NYC camp. So I was crying. before I started my account. Sometimes when I think about it, like a lot, maybe it was my fault, maybe it's my person's fault or something, But at the end, I feel through the process, and I'm still learning a lot more. I thank God because this didn't affect the way I treat women or the way I treat girls. Treating them with respect, because they are a gift from God, and then treating them with the utmost uh, discipline. Not also allowing myself to just cut boundaries because I was hurt and saying that, oh, I can just do anything I want with anybody, or repay anybody wickedness, even when you have the temptation to do that. So I think, like, you know, yeah, especially when I think that I've been with this person for almost like we've been friends for 7 years in secondary school. So, that was very, very tough situation. But I thank God. And Professor Emmanuel also mentioned about those eight um, those 8 videos, and definitely I'm showing part one. I think part one while sleeping, so I have to just go back and really, really like take in everything step by step by step. Mm. My relationship with friends too need definitely need to improve. I've learned that life can be very, very busy. Life can be very, very up and down. Sometimes I don't want to talk with people because there's so much demand on my head. They're like, Wisdom, where are you? What are you doing now? Why is it like it can be tough, and sometimes you don't have time for all of that. So so I sometimes run away from my friends, but it's not good. I've learned to embrace the uncertainties of life and just allow them come and love me, and allow myself love them, even when it's not so sure, what is going on. Just encourage them, just to strengthen ourselves. And yeah, I've been around lovely people in my NYC, met people who genuinely care for me, genuinely know that my future, love my future, love what God is doing in my life. And yeah, parenting and mentorship. Yeah, this is something that has been very, very interesting. My parents love me so much, but they are very, very supportive to me, and they think that, if there's anybody to lead, it is me in the family. So they just love you. But when you're I think when you're talking about parenting, you're talking about me, right? I'm not a parent yet, I'm not married yet. Um, but then I think I've learned what love is, in a sense, from watching um I think watching people, watching mentors, including the Real Boys Forum. I don't think I think that's one of the most valuable things that has happened this year, that's added to my life. You know, um, uh, mentorship, mentorship, mentorship has been very tough because a lot of people. Oh God, I can't tell you. Like, I'm someone who is hungry for self development. But then because thinking started, I said, oh God, I'm going to lock in this year in a way that it is it is die or die. It's die or die. So I have so many people who talk to me, advise me. I'm still looking for much more. I'm not looking for much more, but I'm looking for more clarity and guidance in my life. You know, Spiritually, everything. So yeah, and this group is definitely a mentorship group for me to grow. Um, so yeah. What I'm more concerned about is making sure that I'm able to know the right mentors for me, number one. Number two is to make sure that I'm able to tailor my experiences and be accountable for them, be accountable for the growth that I'm having, to really, really meter that growth and make sure that it is certain, make sure it's positive. My personal development has been exciting. I've gone through so many things. I didn't even mention around at some point when I got, uh, you know, I got tired at some point for my, working as a secretary to the HOD. I was like, this is something I want to be doing. At some point, God opened the way, paved the path for me, and then I hated it. Took me to a ship design training where I learned how to design ships. So yeah, I was learning it. I understood most of the principles and got a lot of experience. Even tested the laptop through the process. So yeah, it's part of the self-improvement, personal development I've been having. At the beginning of the year, I remember I was doing 100 days of code of Python. I learned Python to a very, very good level, even though I wasn't able to finish the 100 days of code. Ah, yeah, sometimes it's like I should really, really, really lock in. But my ideal person is someone who is very skilled and someone who is very loving, someone who knows that STEM education is something inviting, something that everybody can participate in and grow. Because right from where I was in secondary and university, I used to teach. And when I teach, there's this sort of understanding that people have. There's this certainty that, oh, this thing that looks so difficult, this is something that we can all relate to and something that, we can become experts in. So good, being so good and loving what you do, that, you can change society with it. That's my idea of being very, very developed, And in between too as well, I remember um, collaborating with someone, to start to teach math online. I was able to get a graphic tablet for that, but I haven't started. So I like in this scenario, I'm in this case where 2025 has brought me the tools I need, to see, to start to grow, to build, and to really, really like fix myself. The foundation is there, so to fix myself is definitely what I'm looking forward to in 2026. Yeah. Spirituality, spirituality, and spirituality has been the most important thing for me because at the end of the whole business, Port Harcourt is so busy. I started in university. Port Harcourt is so busy. You're always chasing, someone is always selling something, someone is always chasing something. I needed peace. I needed assurance. I needed light, right? And I connected myself with good people who were devout Christians, and I needed community. I discovered that I shouldn't do it on my own. I'm also someone who watches a lot of Christian videos, a lot of Christian books, you know, even the ones I read completely, uh, and the ones I read half, all of those things, develop my consciousness. I read A Christian in a Non-Christian World. I don't know the author. Um, I think I read other Christian books too. Okay, yes, I also read this one by C.S. Lewis. Oh God, I've forgotten the title. Um, but yeah, my spirituality, finding
Is
God.
it the Chronicles of Narnia? Or which one?
Um, I think C.S. Lewis wrote a lot of books.
A
He
lot.
wrote a lot
There's
of
mere
books. Yeah,
Christianity too.
yeah, yeah. It's about Christianity. There's
Mm-hmm.
something. Ah, this is well, but okay, yes. Love. It has to do with love.
Okay.
It has to do with love. That's one thing I know. That's what I know. But the way he was able to, dissect, the different characteristics and attributes of love, it broke me down in tears. But he's logical. You know, he's just good at breaking and dissecting the Bible and dissecting what it means to be a true Christian. So yeah, that that I learned how to fast more and pray more. I've noticed that especially for someone who is, I don't know if it's someone who is mathy or geeky or someone who is always calculating or always thinking. You can be in a state where you're always thinking of the fastest route to doing something or the best way to do something that you forget that God is 100% part of that process. So I've learned how to proclaim good things, right? So even when your mind is saying, if you do this and so if this happens, this wrong, so then that means that you're going to land in trouble and that's trouble coming for you. even when you know that logically with the situation of things, things will go bad. I learned, how to proclaim good over my life. I learned how to pray, good over my life. I learned how to connect with God more. Um, so I want to do much better, especially in the aspect of accountability, accountable, because I feel like living a vibrant and living a holy life is not just you. Even when I knew as countless of times every day, I'm like, I want to serve God. I want to do my best for Him. Everything that I do is for Him. My service is to Him. But I know I cannot serve by my own strength. So I've learned to lean and depend on Him. I think Proverbs 3:5 and 7 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. I think that has been the, the summary of my spirituality. The key lesson to carry forward for me would be, I think, would be trust God, because I've learned that I can develop systems, I can plan myself, I can say this is what I'm going for. Um, I just remembered that I just applied to a school in the US, and then, just few days back, I'm hearing about a partial ban. That's enough to tell me that, wisdom, look, oh, all these things you're doing, I don't know what you're doing. But then looking through 2025 and knowing that I wouldn't have gotten all these experiences and everything, all these beautiful things by my own strength. So if God had done all of these things without me pushing too much of a muscle, if God had led me to people who would change my life, then I know for certain that He's going to do much more if I trust Him. So this is definitely the way I am going to end it. Sorry for taking so much time. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, so at some point I wanted to tell you that it was enough, but I felt you didn't. It's I strong sensely that you need. It was some kind of therapy for you too. That was I just
Yeah,
allowed you. Yeah,
yeah.
like
Thank you, thank you.
talking can be quite soothing. Yeah. Okay, so I
Yeah.
mean we have other people like the next person I would like to take is our social lead, Maugbe Bankole. And we have, I think after that, we have like 5 other people. And then if you're not even able to go to the other parts, I think since you have the paper, you can, do those things personally and let's see how that goes. Okay, Maugbe. Is Maugbe still there? Hello, Oga Social. Okay, if he's not there, then we'll move on to Sergio Steven Asu, our engineer. Sergio, over to you. Is Sergio there? Okay, if Sergio is not there, then we'll move on to who's next now. Oh, okay. I think some people have left. Okay, I mean that's fine. If Sergio is not there, then we have someone who has just end. Okay, let's see. Like there's a kind of change. Let me see.
Yeah, Marvel is there.
Okay, Margaret, over to you, please. Okay, nice. Margaret, over to you. Yeah, please go on. Oh, this is serious. We can't hear you, Margaret, in case you're talking.
Okay, what? Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello. Sure, we hear you
So
now.
we hear you now. Yeah. Where I am before. It's noisy. That's why. Let me.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. I personally want to appreciate Prof for this vision, and I want to thank everybody on the group for being active and also um, giving your report so far. And also, I want to thank all the mentors in the group, especially Prof and Mr. Olushola. Then let me start with academics.
We can't hear you anymore.
Academics.
We
But
can't
I've
hear.
learned a lot this year. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. It went off for like 30 seconds before now. Mm, hello, empty,
Hey,
and they don't like meetings like this. Interesting.
hello. It's not
Can hardly
even
hear you.
empty. It's glow,
Okay,
Jai.
Glow, imagine. Do you want to type what you want to say? Do you want to type what you want to say?
Empty.
If you can type it, maybe that can be more. We can read that more easily. Is that okay?
All right.
Uh, Okay, thank you. Thank you for your service all the time. Adidamola Adebayo, how about you? Adidamola Adebayo. Okay, I think he's not there. Who else now? Okay, we have two new people that came in. Ojonogwa David. Wow, such a long time indeed. Ojonogwa, what's up?
Yeah, good morning.
Interesting. Good morning, man.
Well,
Long
I
time.
don't. Yeah. Thank you, sir. I
Yeah.
yeah, I've not really been active online on this group, but I want to say thank you for everything that the prof has been doing and every other person has been doing, updating every time and trying to organize things like this. I really appreciate. I mean, it's only few times I do come and read maybe when I have time to come online. So thank you. I was a little bit confused about the report I was supposed to give, but when I started going through the is it the audit paper? I mean, yeah, the the planning and um the things of this program. So I can say this year I've achieved some things for myself, particularly in my academic work and um yes. So I've I mean the major thing I've done this year is like passing my qualifying exams and yes, and that is a lot for
That's
me.
such a big deal, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. And yeah, I want to carry this momentum to working on my dissertation while I move on to the next level.
Where is your base again? I seem to have forgotten.
I currently live in Washington D.C.
Oh, okay. You are with the president. Interesting.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks to everyone.
Okay,
Hello.
would that be all?
Um,
Uh,
yeah, maybe that's all for now.
Okay, nice. No
Yeah,
stress.
yeah,
All right, thank you.
thank
Then
you.
we have our branding guru, Daiwil Olude, another Americana. I mean, I know most people in America are just waking up, by the way, so maybe that's why they're just coming in. F1 visas. See, if you have something in America, please don't stop. Just continue the process and follow whatever the professors they are telling you. So don't say because there's a ban, you stop doing stuff there. So I know it will be temporary for sure. So you don't have a problem if you have something to do in America. Okay, Daiwil, over to you.
Hello, Doc. Good morning.
Good
Um,
morning.
so again, I've not been following the conversation. I don't know what exactly is on at the moment. I've been juggling back and forth. So again, when you call me to speak now, I don't know where you are at the moment. So I know I'm the former person that
You
just
can
spoke.
check the chat
Oh,
box. Yeah, that's the question we're answering. I actually uploaded a worksheet in the group, and we are
I'm,
taking the first
I'm
part.
I'm unable to open the worksheet because I'm not
Okay,
on my
fine. It
computer.
says, what are you most proud of? I mean, we are doing a reflection on 2025, honest self audit. What are you most proud of? What challenged you, and how did you grow? One lesson you want to carry forward in the following, in all the areas we talk about in RBF: academics, career, finance, fitness, leadership, marriage, parenting, relationships, personal development, spirituality, and all that. Yeah. So, I mean, anyone that probably stands out the best for you.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'll start with academics, like the last speaker
Yeah.
spoke, right? I think what am I most proud of? Okay, maybe it was I moved to America this year to start my master's. Yeah, I think that's a feat I'm proud of. Or thanks to Doctor. Then challenges. I think again, for somebody that has probably been in the industry for quite some side, quite from some time rather, it was a bit challenging to switch into academics, right? Having to
You will
sit
not like to read.
yeah,
Voila.
having to sit down and start carrying book again. I'm like, what's all this? But yeah, it's part of the things that must be done. So
Mm,
you don't have a choice. But yeah, I think for me it was initially at the start, it was actually very challenging for me because again, and especially for somebody like me that is coming from New I'm still, at some point I'm trying to like connect it like, okay, what's the whole end goal of this? Because again, if you've been working practically before, you could literally see the impact of what you're doing. You could see the results immediately. So if I'm having a challenge at
yeah.
work and you could see again, but then you're telling me to go and read and do presentation and probably it ends there. For me, it does not affect a lot of so again, it was just challenging for me to carry the academia spirit initially from the beginning. But yeah, I think we are adapting now. So
Very
yeah,
important.
it's I don't know. I think maybe that's what's coming to my head at the moment. Yeah, I think that's what I would
Okay.
do.
Yeah, that works. Mhm. All right. I think, do we still have someone? Let me see. I saw Venant in the house before. I'm not sure if he's still here. He's not here right now. Okay, yeah, I think that'll be all about it. Now, I think what we are going to do now, we have just 20 minutes to go, and I think we are like 10 in the house. So if you can take 1 minute to summarize. I mean, there are more things. So what am I think I want to make it very easy. So based on what are you looking forward to in 2016 now? What what's the best way I can do this now? Yeah. Okay. What are you looking forward to in 2016? In what practical way will you achieve that? At least just tell us one goal. I know you can have many goals, but just tell us one goal. One area you think if you improve in that area, it will affect every other thing. At least, I mean, just one thing. And everybody, you have 1 minute, strictly that. So once you see me clapping for you, just know your time is up. That's if you can see the emojis, by the way. So then I'll start according to the list I have here. Okay, for me, I mean in 26, I'm looking forward to what am I looking forward to? One big thing. Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to going to an English speaking place where I can have more impact. I think that's like a summary of what I would like to do. Like an English speaking country where I can have more impact because I feel I can do so much more than what I'm currently doing. Yeah, that'll be it for me. And I go on to the next person. Oh, this guy don't declare for me. You think so my 1 minute don't reach? Oh, you are clapping for what I said. All right, Adekunle Adeoshun, that you are the next, interestingly, based on the list I have in front of me, according to what we have.
Ha. It's set up. Oh.
Yes, now. Don't be set up and at the least, at least can I show you? I'm not lying to you.
Okay, so I am back again. I am back again. So in
Yes, sir.
2026,
1
yeah,
minute.
I'm
Once you
looking
see my
for.
clap, just know it is time to that
All
to
right, no
finish.
problem, sir. So
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
am registering my business already, and I'm looking forward to starting a private practice and employing more persons and growing my business. Yeah, so that's one major thing that I'm looking forward to, and with the help of God, I know that I'll be able to achieve it. Thank you,
So
sir.
shall it be. So shall it be.
Amen.
Like we join hands with you because there's nothing like having enterprise is a big deal. And I mean, I've been the salary earner for the most part of my life, but I mean, one big thing I've done in the last 2 years is to invest, to see, to go into some kind of enterprise and everything. I think everybody should have that mindset. Even if you are earning salary, you want to have some business, you want to have something you are selling, you have to have a service, you need to have a service you're rendering and things like that. That's a real secret to true wealth. So I'm so inspired that you have such a thing going. So please keep it up, and God will definitely help you. We move on to our Olga lead strategy for RBF Damilola Defrede. One thing that you think, one goal, if that I think if you achieve, it's going to transform everything. And how exactly do you want to get that done? Are you there, Defrede? Okay. If he's not there, we move on to Israel. Israel, what's that one goal and how do you want to achieve it? One goal that will change everything. And how do you want to achieve it? Israel. Oh, it's like Damilola is
Yes.
back. Are you there?
Hello.
Okay, please go ahead, Israel.
Hello.
Yeah,
Oh,
please go
okay,
ahead.
sir.
Just 1 minute.
All right. My goal is to further more in my career, and then how to achieve it is well more of learning, and then giving myself to uh maybe more education in that aspect of career. So I'm looking forward to
Like, are you going for a
go more.
master's degree? Can you be more specific? Are you going for a
Yes,
master's degree? What are you
yes,
do? What are how are you
yes.
going to do that? Okay,
I'm
okay,
going for a master's degree, and that will be public health. So, and then another area I'm also exploring is fellowship program,
okay.
uh, to consolidate my experience and skills.
Lovely. Okay, thank you so much. That Freddie wants to get married in 2026. We say amen. Israel, we say amen to your aspirations, and you will even achieve much more than what you have even said. Damilola wants to get married. I love
Amen.
me some good marriage. So please go ahead. God is with you. We are with you too. We are supporting you. So I want to get married, get into the biggest research company building AI. Yeah, go ahead. Whatever that is, we support you. We pray that we know it is going to happen. We trust God it happens because we are excellent people. We are righteous people too. Okay, let's go on to Malgbe. You can type if you can talk. That's okay.
All
Yeah,
right,
God is with you, Emmanuel, for sure.
I'll
All
switch
right,
to
go ahead,
anything.
please.
So actually, I'm looking forward to start my master's next year.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I saw
also,
your reference. I
okay,
hope it's like the internet here sees the footer reference portal as insecure, so I'm not able to do something. But I'll try at home and see if it works.
all right. I want to actually message you about that before, but
Oh, actually, sorry, I should have
uh,
done it if the thing worked.
all right. Thank you, sir.
But I'll try it
And I
again.
also, all right, sir. And also, I'm looking forward to start learning. I've started learning before, but I want to go deep into video editing and all, videography.
Nice, very
And,
important. So, how do you want to achieve that?
actually looking forward to get a mentor and also
Have you
get
identified a mentor?
not really about that. I'm not yet. I'm
Do
still
you
looking
know
forward.
you're currently in Badagry, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't know, city mood. Are they into photography or videography? Which one or both?
I think they are into both. Both.
Okay. Do you think that that's a nice place to learn?
Uh, I will check also because I'm
Yeah, you
looking.
want to explore that.
I'm I.
Mhm.
I will look for that also.
And if you move back to
Alright.
Akure, you should have even more options.
Uh,
Yeah. All right. Yeah, God will work it out. It will open doors even beyond what you can imagine for sure. Yeah, so we go back to our mathematician in the capital of the United States, Ojonugwa David.
Oh, thank you, Prof.
Are you in Howard University by any chance?
No, I'm in Georgetown.
Georgetown. Okay, lovely. Oh, that's
Yeah.
where the president's son too is now.
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
I
interesting.
mean,
Lovely. Oh, he left already.
I think he graduate. Some of his children, not just one, but they've graduated
Ah,
already.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I think his last born, I think, is in Georgetown. I don't think he should have
No, no.
graduated. It's okay. Whatever.
His last one is not in Georgetown.
Oh, his last born is in New York.
Yeah.
Maybe New York University or something like that. Yeah, I remember. Sorry. Yeah, I get it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think one of the things I plan for to achieve in this year is um growing more in my spiritual life with God. And
Mm.
yeah, I mean, for sometimes I mean, I've been dedicated to my Christian family and everything, but I think it's just I still need more time with them. I still need
Okay.
more time. I mean, with my godly family, having that consistent relationship with them, and I also yeah, educationally, I want to have more progress in my studies, in my
Right.
in my thesis, and then yeah, but I don't know how that is possible. I still also want to get married this year.
Yeah, I mean, as far as you have the picture clear. Do you have somebody already?
Yeah. The somebody's
Okay.
there,
That makes
but
it
I mean
easier.
the fear of the immigration is I mean the person is actually in Nigeria right now, and I mean currently
Yeah,
trying to
just
apply, but because of
I get
the
it.
immigration hinge, yeah, we are just keeping
Just like I said
hoping.
earlier, the immigration thing cannot be permanent. I'm too sure of that. I'm too sure of that. So it can be permanent. Maximum, maybe it's the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is that it will go. It will. I didn't even see it lasting beyond the middle of next year, if at all it's that long.
Mm,
So please just go ahead with your plans, and of course keep watching the news and keep seeing
yeah,
how things go. Yeah. If you even have a lawyer in your corner, you can also, because sometimes there are many exceptions to that thing, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah, especially since you're already in the US, there are some exceptions. You may need to, if you have a lawyer that can get put you through, you may be able to find a something you can hold on to. So don't let that. I mean, that can be discouraging, but don't let that discourage you. By the way, so
yeah,
just keep at it. And God loves marriage, especially. I mean, God loves marriage, so you can trust Him to guide you through for sure. All right,
yeah. Thank you, thank
all
you.
right. So we believe with you, and we know God is going to work it out. Olamide Badru, 1 minute. Olamide, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, please go ahead. One thing, one goal you have for this for 2026 that will change everything. I mean, this we are doing. On your own. You still, please still work with the worksheet and write down somewhere. I mean, you can't be telling us everything. You can't be saying everything here. So still work with that worksheet on your own. And I'm not even going to ask you, but it's for your own good. Like set your 2026 right. So go ahead, but whatever you can tell us here for 1 minute.
Okay, presently, I'm going to evaluate on a professional course. Within this, my service
Okay.
here. And so that's one of my goals for present
Which
currently. But
professional
let's
course
see.
is that?
There is a human resource CPI, ICPMP,
Wait, is that what did you study?
entrepreneurial studies.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. So are you interested in HR and things like that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, lovely. So go for it. CIPM is excellent. My wife did one or two of their maybe pre-courses or something like that before she didn't before we got married. Yeah. So please go for it and be the best for sure. Okay. So we go on to Pratt and Dell. Pratt and Dell, of course, wants to abandon bachelorhood this year. God can make
I
it
want
work. I want
to,
to keep
I
singlehood in
want to
2026.
escape
Please go
school.
ahead. Yeah.
I have three major
Sure.
priorities, but
Right.
at the top of my list is really to settle down.
Mm,
That's really on my that's my priority, right? For 2026 anyway. That's what I
right.
have priority.
Mm.
So living in India, and since I don't know, I don't know the name of a village, but I know she's from Orobo.
She's
Orobo.
the Delta State.
Yes, sir. Orobo. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you want to go, you want to relocate to Nigeria, you want to go and carry your wife from Nigeria. Which one do you want to do?
Not really. I'm Cameroonian, so I'm based in Cameroon. But anyway, we
Oh,
just
okay.
here. Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, God will clear all the obstacles, anything that needs to be sorted, God will surely sort it out.
Amen.
Yeah, we believe with you. No obstacles. Every obstacle we dismantled.
Amen.
Yeah, so go for it. So you can see, are you counting the wedding bells ringing
Yeah,
already?
already,
2026.
already, already. I
Yeah.
want it to be as soon as possible. I don't really want to waste so
Okay.
much time. Yes, sir.
So important. Yeah, no worries. All right, wisdom Okoro, 1 minute. One thing that can transform everything. I really like the sorry, before I take you on, I like what Ojonogwa said about about spirituality, right? For me, I feel if your spirituality is intact, every other thing will fall in place. That's so interesting. Okay, wisdom, over to you.
All right. Yeah, I think my goals are. Thank you very much, everybody. My goals for 2026, I know that would
Oh, we can't hear you
really, really
again.
shape me is I want my finances, to be all right. And then, to make that possible, I want a very, very good work and career life so that I am working on myself. Working my career, maybe hopefully an oil company or something. But on the other side, I'm also doing math. I'm also doing developing myself on that aspect, creating video content, pushing myself out there, and having tremendous structure on my personal development, right? Making sure that, this math and engineering team have a very, very strong structure in it, and seeing how to advance my, career. Yeah. So having something by the side that, pushes me, and, keeps me going. That's something I want to do in 2026. And also my relationship. I'm hoping to learn much more about marriage and relationships. Yeah, and yeah, I think I think that is something I want to do. I think 2026. Yeah,
Nice. We trust God to make it easier than you can ever imagine. So go ahead,
man.
just break the barriers and keep going. I actually got a word for the challenge you face. The word is called multi-potentiality. Multi-poten
Totality.
multi-potentiality. You want to read up about it? I think I have the
Mm,
same problem too, because I mean, as I am, I can easily abandon lecturing and start doing communities like this kind of thing now, like mentoring young people. It can be a career on its own. I can
yeah,
set up a non-profit and dedicate my whole life to that. I can abandon. I mean, I can switch. I can go into ministry. So when you have something like that, it's sometimes confusing. You don't even know how to do your life. I know you've had that kind of challenge. So you can
yeah,
study more about multipotentiality. And one of the solutions to multipotentiality is that number one, people can look at you like, oh, this guy don't have a focus. And so you need to be grounded in the fact that who is calling my name? I want to start comedy. Well, that's an engineer that wants to start comedy. So multiple. I think most of us we will have this issue because you are very good at many things. You don't even know where to go. So there's something you studied in school, and there is something you really like to do passionately, and different things. So I think one way to solve this problem is you can combine things together. For instance, you studied engineering, you love mathematics. You can go for you can go for graduate studies in mathematics, engineering mathematics, or something like that. Like, or whatever. I mean, but just read more about multi-potentiality. Just go. You can even go on maybe on Grok or something and start questioning or any AI platform you use to start asking about multi-potentiality. There are even papers that have been published about this, so you can get some idea from there. So, but for me, one thing I've learned is you can combine. For instance, you discover I just enjoy joining things together. That's why I did PhD in mathematical biology, for instance. So bring maths, bring biology, the marriage between them. Then I like languages, right? So I try to bring maths into everything, mathematical sociology. I'm interested in so many things. So I try to marry things together like that. Yeah. So yeah, would that be the last person? Let me see. I think one person keeps going in and out. I'm not sure if he's back now. That should be Adedamola Adebayo. We've not heard from you. Are you here now? Adedamola Adebayo, are we good? Are we together? Okay. We've not heard from him from the beginning. I suspect maybe it's his network that is. Oh yeah, he's here. Thank
I'm
you.
here.
All right, Adedamola, over to you, please. Please go ahead. Hello. Oh, okay. I guess there's an issue with this line. You can type too if you can't talk. You can type. Well, I mean, we have just 1 minute to the end of this event. Now, the last question I'd like to ask is this: Is there based on everything we have said, do you think we should put this on YouTube for the public? Do you have a problem this going on YouTube? I think that is very important. If I have one person who doesn't want it on YouTube, I put it on YouTube, but it might not be public. But so if you think it shouldn't go public, please just let me know. Anybody at all, you can type in the chat. You can just raise your hand. I think you can raise your hand, so I can just once I have one hand raised, then I'll just put it on YouTube private, not public. So anybody like that? Okay, yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'll put it on YouTube, but it's not be public. So only people that have the link will be able to see it. But I mean, do I have your permission to at least put it on the Real Boys forum and nobody shares it outside? What do you think? Is that okay? All right, so it won't be public on YouTube. It will just be in the Real Boys forum group. That's all. And we'll tell people not to share it outside of the group. Thank you very much. So that's fine, because I know that, I mean, people have said some personal things that we may not necessarily have to let go public. Yeah. All right. So on this note, it's exactly time, and I must appreciate everybody, especially starting with our mentors, people like Opale Olushola, who has been so consistent and supportive. Though he's not here right now, we appreciate him so much. We appreciate our leaders. We started out with 4 leaders. We have Damilola Dafredi as our strategy lead. We have Timileyin Sunday Ayodeji as our programs lead. We have our social lead, that's Malbu Bankoli, who has been doing a fantastic job. And of course, we have our brand lead, Daiwi Lolude, who has given us very beautiful designs and branded us. We are very grateful to all of you and for everybody who has been so consistent. I mean, we also had, I think one of the committees we started out with was the, what's this called now? We had the virtual meetup committee, yeah. So people like my friend Fakon Benga, we had Jesuyon Dansu, we have I mean, but most outstanding of them will be Israel, he's been so outstanding. Of course, I know those people got very busy, and they couldn't keep up. That's okay. I mean, I don't have a problem with that at all. But I really appreciate Israel, who has stuck until now. I think there's somebody else whose name I've not mentioned. Yeah, Timilai was there with us too, so it's fine. So but Malbe was there from the beginning, and now he's one of our leaders. So as the year is ending, we are going to have some restructuring. Some of our leaders have got busier and they may want to step aside and all that. So we'll have to. There will be a restructuring. So we are going to have a call. So for anybody who, if you think you have some time to volunteer to be a leader here, so we are going to have that call coming, like that. So watch out for that, like that. And we may also have some restructuring. We may have to expand our leadership team if necessary and all that. So the leadership will decide, and then we'll know how to move on from there. So once again, I thank you so much for showing up all through the year. From when we started in January 2014 till now, this is the 20th virtual meetup. And thank you for those who have been consistent, for those who keep showing up. Thank you for the discussions in the group and all that. Like, I'm so excited that a lot of people have been blessed a lot. They have more direction in their lives by those things we do there. Sometimes we post and it looks like nobody's seeing. People are definitely seeing. That's I don't worry myself. I just post what I need to post. I know somebody, as far as somebody somewhere is seeing it, we are good to go. Thank you so much, Pratt, for that. Yeah, I mean, I'm so excited to have all of you in my corner. It's my pleasure always to be a blessing, so that we can have a better world. So on this note, we'll continue our discussions in the group. Don't forget that worksheet. Don't play with it. So sit down with it. If you have a wife, you can call your wife and get on the table. If you have a fiance that things are getting serious, you can plan your 2026 together, because there's power in unity too. Things like that. So you don't want to joke with that. So what we did here is just a little bit. Take that paper, sit down with it, type. If typing is not your thing, print it out and write. Arigato gozaimasu, Adeoshin-san. Thank you so much. So see you as in the group, and let's have a better 2026. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Welcome.
much, sir. Bye,
Thank you
Thank,
very
everyone.
much.
thank you, sir. We
Pleasure.
really
Bye.
appreciate.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
thank
thank
you.
you. It's always
Thank
my
you.
pleasure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank
thank you.
you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Yeah, bye.